Hello everyone, Mr. B coming at you with a quiz and test correction demonstration. So quiz and test corrections are the absolute best way to improve your grade. Extra credit is not worth your time if you have quiz and test corrections to complete. In fact, quiz and test corrections are often the only way to improve your grade. And this guide will walk you through the correction process step by step from beginning to end. So first, we need to go to the message board and we need to navigate to the grade improvement section right here in the top right. We'll click there, and then you can see on the left hand side we have a whole section on quiz and test corrections. So there'll be this is the video I'm recording now. This video will be embedded into the message board if you're ever looking for the video and you can't find it. Just remember it's in the message board. This right here is the correction form. We'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to go over the correction guidelines. First, corrections can only be used for quizzes and unit tests. No quick checks, no pre-tests, no practice tests. Pre-tests and practice tests do not count towards your grade. Getting a 0 is the same as getting 100%. They don't count. Quick checks, all of the quick checks combined for the entire school year only amount to around 5% of your overall grade. So it's simply just not worth your time to complete corrections for every quick check. So again, quick checks or quick corrections can only be used for quizzes and tests. So how does it work? Well, anytime you score under 80% on a quiz or test, you should be doing corrections to get your grade up. With quiz and test corrections, you can get your grade up all the way to 90% in A-. So what that means is, let's say you score 50% on a quiz or a test, 50% is an F, you complete your quiz and test corrections where you re-answer the questions you missed, and then you can get that 50% an F all the way up to 90% an A-. And if you do that, that will have a big impact on your overall social studies grade. So let's get to it. Let's get to the correction process. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come to the site and we're going to click on the correction form that's right here in big blue letters that says click here for the correction form. We'll click on that and it will open up this handy dandy Google form, and this is the form we're going to fill out to complete our corrections. Next, we need to go to Connexus, and this part is going to vary depending on if you want to correct a quiz or a test, because remember we have custom assessments for all unit tests now. So if you want to correct the quiz, you're going to go to Connexus and you're going to click on your grade book, which is this white box with an A+ in it. You click on that and then your screen will open up similar to this. Now this is the teacher version, but yours will look a little bit different. You'll have your science and language arts, math, all your classes will be listed here with your teachers and your grades. So what you want to do is you're going to want to click on social studies, and this will open up your social studies grade book. And then you're going to want to scroll down. You're going to want to find whichever quiz that you scored below 80% on. So for me, we're going to click on the Unification of China quiz. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click on your score. Now on the student page, I believe the 0 and the 10 are, these two boxes are combined. It'll say like 0/10. So you want to click on your score, right click on it, and click open link in a new tab. When you right click on your score and open link in a new tab, it'll open up your quiz like this, where you can view all the questions, you can see which ones you got correct, and you can see which ones you missed. Now if you're going to correct a test, this is where things are going to get a little different. With tests, because we're doing custom assessments, you're going to need to go to your email. Now with all custom assessments, you're required to put in an email. So you want to go to the email that you put in for the test. And for me, got a little example right here. You're going to get an email that looks like this. It's going to click on that email and it's going to have something like this. Your score is released for the Unit 2 test, and you can click View. You click View, it'll open up your test like this, and now you can go through your tests and see which ones you got right and which ones you got wrong, similar to how we can with the quiz. So again, if you're doing a quiz, you want to go through Connexus and go through your grade book. If you're completing a test, you want to go through the email that you entered when you first took the unit test. So let's get this set up. Oh, it's a different browser. Duh. So now that we've got our quiz and test open, let's get a little corrections done. So if you're going to be completing corrections, I'm going to do a little split screen to so we can view the screen. We're going to first go like this. We'll put this one over here. There we go. So how do we fill out the correction form? Well, let's start doing it. So we go to the correction form and it says student ID number. Now you can find your student ID number if you go back to your grade book. If you go back to your grade book where we found the quiz, you go to the very top, it'll say use your grade book, and this will be your name right here instead of mine, and you'll have an ID number right there following your name. You can just copy that, paste that in there, and that is your student ID number. Next, you'll put your name, last name, then first name. Then you want to check the box for whichever quiz or test you're correcting. So if we're doing the quiz, you can see at the top of the quiz, the Unification of China quiz. If we're doing the test, bring the test back in here, Early Civilizations of China test. It's labeled at the very top. So you can just click whichever one you're correcting for doing the quiz or the test. Do the quiz. Next, you want to put in your score. So what was your score? For me, I scored a 0. You can find your score on the quiz right here on the right above your name where it says overall score 0. You can also find your score on the grade book. If you want to go back to your grade book, you can see right here, score and 0%. You'll also be able to find your test scores in your grade book as well. I don't have it listed, but it'll say, Unit 2 test, and you'll have a score here as well in your grade book. Or if you want to go back to your test, you can see at the top it has your score, 16 out of 31. So you can put that in as well. So you can either, if we're doing the quiz, you can put 0, or if we're doing the test, you can see at the top, we would put 16 out of 31. Just like that. Just put your score in. So we'll do the quiz. So next, this question is going to be kind of personal to all students. What can you do better to prepare for the next quiz or test? This is up to you. You can maybe use the study guide, or attend more live lesson, or maybe it's just take your time, right? Maybe you rush through the quiz or the test and you just need to take your time. Take my time. So you can put whatever you think would be best here and would help you do better on the next quiz and test. So now we're going to check these boxes if we recognize this information. Do you know how to contact me? Yes. Do you know when live lessons are? Yes. Once you've got all that done, we are ready for our quiz and test corrections. Let's start getting to them. So again, if you have the test, you'll be able to scroll through and you can see question 1. Here is the answer that we picked, and then here below is the correct answer. If we go to the quiz, you can see here is the answer we picked, C. You can see a little faint marker there, and the correct answer is D. So let's correct this one. It says write the number of the first question you missed. So if we miss question 1, all we're going to do is put a number 1 there. You don't need to copy the question or anything like that. Just a simple 1 will do. Next, what is your new answer? Now remember, corrections are not to make you retake the test or retest you. It's just to review. It's to review what you missed and review the correct answer. So for this one, we're just going to go down to the correct answer, and we're going to copy the letter and the answer just like that. Copy that, put that in the box, and it comes nice and easy just right there. Now this part is where I'm going to show you a little trick. So it says which lesson or page number can you find this information? So rather than going through the entire book looking for this, we're going to do something a little bit simpler. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the Social Studies message board, expand this a little bit, and we are going to go to the home page, and we're going to go to the Lesson Resources tab. Then we're going to click on this purple box where it says click here for study guides. We'll click there, and we'll open up whichever study guide pertains to matches the quiz or test we're correcting, in our case the Unification of China quiz. We'll open that, and then we will see that we have a bunch of answers, and the answers all have page numbers behind them, right? So now what we're going to do is we're just going to look for a question on the study guide that matches a question on the quiz. And you can see we got lucky. Transportation standards under the Qin. Qin Dynasty standardized transportation. That's on page 198. So we can just copy that page number, put it in for this last box. And now we know that this information can be found on page 198. And that's it. That's all we're going to do for question 1. We're ready to move on to question 2. So we're going to question 2. We're going to find some ones that are different. You can see most of them are just multiple choice. You can just do the same process. But let's find one that's a little bit different. Here we go, question 8. So question 8 is going to be a little bit different than multiple choice. You can see you're going to click this box in the top corner to show you the correct answer. And then we are ready to correct. So we're going to go to write the number of the second question you missed. That would be question 8 if we got all the other ones correct between 2 and 7. Now we're going to know what is our new answer. So our new answers are these words right here. So we're just going to type those words in order. Huang River, comma, Loess, comma, agriculture. You don't need to type the full paragraph or the full sentences or anything. Just the words so I know which words were the correct ones to put in there. Next, we're going to need to find that page number again. So let's go back to our study guide and we'll see which river was important in Chinese history. Agriculture made possible. So I see we're talking about the rivers and agriculture. That is page 182 and 181. So we'll copy that and we'll put that in that box just like that. See, there's some other questions that will come up. So next we missed question 9 on the quiz. So again, we're going to click this box to show us the correct answer. And for questions that look like this, you can make it easy on yourself and just type the first word. Or if the first, a couple of the boxes have the same word as the first word, type the first 2 words. So for a further missed question, the number we missed was question 9. That's the third one, 9. What is your new answer? Well, the first word of the first box is the, then comma, Zhao, comma, over, and comma, group. That way I know which box you wanted to select, but you don't have to type these full long sentences. Make it easy on yourself. Next, we'll go back to the study guide and find a question about the Zhao kings. Let's see, order the following events from the earliest. Zhao kings, there it is. So it's going to be page 185 to 188. We'll just copy that and put that in our correction form. And there we go. Now if you're doing a test, bring the test in here, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to go through, you're going to say, okay, on the test, let's say we missed question, question 1 we'll do easy. So we're going to put, question 1 in there. What is your new answer? Our new answer is this right here at the bottom. So you don't have to copy any letter because there is no letter, but just copy the answer, put it in there. And then you'll go to the study guide. Obviously, this is the quiz study guide, so it's not going to match. We need to open the test study guide, but you'll do the same process. You'll go through the study guide, find a question that matches this question, put the page numbers in there. And you can do the same thing for all of the quiz and test corrections, very simply. And at the bottom of all the tests, you'll notice that there is short answer questions, and you can do short answer questions in here as well. If let's say you have question 19 or 17 you need to do, we missed that one, you can put question 17, what is your new answer? And you can type my new answer on question 17. You don't have to type my new answer on question 17. Just type your answer like you normally would a short answer question. This is just an example. But you can see you can type an entire short answer question in that box. Nice and easy. So once you're finished correcting the quiz or the test, and you've got all your boxes filled out, you can leave all of the boxes you don't need blank. You do not have to put anything in their boxes. I have space for 20 questions to be corrected. Leave all the boxes you don't use blank. Scroll down to the bottom, hit submit, and once you hit submit, that will send your corrections to me, and I will grade them as soon as I can. And if you're looking to start another correction, you can click right here to submit another response, and that will open up a fresh page. So I hope this helps. I hope this guide will help you improve your grade and get all your quiz and test corrections done. If you need any additional help, please feel free to reach out. All right, bye everyone.